Welcome to another exciting edition of the Sports Mashup show, live on your YouTube channel, BK Studios. So just as always, when you go on YouTube, you click on the subscribe button, you like, you share, then we move on. We are here to talk sports. And once again, I'm here with my man, Benedict Ochiri Yaboa. Today, we are going to talk about the UEFA Champions League, one of 16 knockout stages. The second leg encounter today, Manchester City will be playing against RB Leipzig and FC Porto at the Estadio do Dragao against Inter Milan. The first leg at the Giuseppe Meazza, Inter won by a long goal and they are in pole position to qualify to the next stage of the UEFA Champions League. Manchester City were held to a 1-1 draw at the Red Bull Arena in Germany. The return encounter today at the Etihad Sports Stadium. Pep Guardiola and his guys are set. They have to qualify. They must qualify to the next stage of the competition. Then tomorrow, Liverpool will take on Real Madrid at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu in Madrid. 5-2 in the first leg. No, normally Bejina Man used to share 7. So multiply and normally they share 7. So tomorrow, Liverpool will be taking on Real Madrid and Victor Osimhen, Napoli will be taking on Eintracht Frankfurt at the Estadio Diego Armando Maradona in Naples. Another intriguing encounter that will happen over there. So we'll discuss the UEFA Champions League. We'll talk about other issues. Lionel Messi, Neymar Jr Kylian Mbappé. One must go. One of them must leave PSG. Who is going to leave? Is it going to be Neymar? Is it going to be Mbappé? Is it going to be Messi? We'll talk about it today on the Sports Mashup show. My name is Leslie Amachi Ajiman, the Sports General, aka Buchaga. We are in the month of March and it's a Ghana match, so you can see me in my African print, When they say the referee say, oh, Ghana, so that'll be the issue. Welcome, my brother.
Oh, thank you.
What's cooking, man?
After the groovy 7-0, I don't hear from you.
Oh, Charlie, the 7-0, you people, you make your mind say you don't go make a move. But if I say maybe
7-0, it's still there.
I don't know.
You are talking about the most heaviest defeat in the 2022-2023 Premier League season. You can't count them out. Apart from Liverpool beating Bonnie.
Why are you talking about the most heaviest? We are not talking about we are talking about the heaviest. Somebody chopped 9 already. Bobo chopped 9 already. So why are you talking about United City? Bobo chopped 9. So
aside
the season end right now. The biggest defeat for the season be 9-0. 7-0 no go come inside. 7-0 be Liverpool, the Man U, them are issue.
So we will talk about the 7+ winning goal margin.
No be 7+ issue. I say at the end of the season, Premier League starts. Biggest defeat. It gonna be the 9-0. 9-0 happened already. So where the 7-0 they come in? The 7-0 matter here. It be Liverpool, it be the North West derby one issue. So you people for keep quiet, sick of bomb of Christ.
The important people they say they will score you too. Yeah. They say as Liverpool give you 7 in the catch you. Okay, you don't go take crown 9.
Those people who they forget them for sack them coach. They forget them for sack them coach. Then qualify for the Champions League. They go to final. We right now to Leicester, Sham, where they go meet them, beat them Basara. So they because they think come from. We will see we all day here. So Charlie, today we talk about the UEFA Champions League and other matters are rising. This is the Sports Mashup show on YouTube, BK Studios. We are live. So today, let's talk about today's game, Manchester City versus RB Leipzig. The first leg, 1-1 draw. City controlled the game in the first half and the second half was for RB Leipzig. What should we expect today?
In the first leg, anyone who watched the game from the fans' point of view know that in the first leg, Guardiola failed to effect even a single substitute.
Yes, 90 minutes he played the
same 11. And even after the game, he came and he was talking about the post-match conference. He was saying something that like it is his decision to keep those same players until the end of the game. But he knew the guys were playing very well. But solely after City scored in the first half, the second half they were not in the game as when Leipzig brought on one of their star people. They brought on Christopher Nkunku. We know Nkunku was off for a while now. And when they came, they like the way they attack in the second half, it brought problems to Manchester City. And before that game, City's second half have not been better because if you look at their league games against Nottingham Forest, they scored in the first half. It's Nottingham Forest equalized late in the second half. So their second half performance were not all that good. I think that was what Leipzig they practiced upon because knowing how City were having one of the worst second halves in some recent games that they had. That was the way Leipzig prepared in the first game encounter. And their last two meetings before meeting and playing 1-1, it has produced a whole number of goals. I think under manager Joachim Behoza, they defeated City by 2-1. The return leg encounter, it was a 6-3 and 9-goal thriller at the Etihad Stadium. I think this game will not be a difficult game for Manchester City.
It will not be a difficult game for City. Yes. Marco Rose said they had a strategy in the first leg and they are coming with another strategy. And you are saying it will not be difficult.
It will not be a difficult
for Manchester City.
Yes, the reason I say it will not be a difficult game for Manchester City that if you look at Manchester City or you watch or follow their games in the Champions League at the Etihad Stadium, they are very, very ruthless. Even against Madrid, when they played against Madrid last season, they scored 4, Madrid scored 3. And you look at the game that they played, some of the games that they played at home, they scored a whole number of goals. So it's on Marco Rose to at least make sure he keep his back line very compact because it's a 1-1 aggregate and there's no away goal again. So if he's able to end the goalless draw, it will travel to an extra time. But how are they going to prevent Manchester City from them scoring in the 90 minutes? That's the problem for Marco Silva in this one.
So right now, Haaland is the center of all the controversies. The guys are finding the antidote to mark Erling Haaland.
You see, when they started the season, most of the goals that Haaland was scoring, at least 60% of the goals were coming from Kevin De Bruyne's assist. Yeah. And the last time De Bruyne assisted in the Premier League or in all competitions is dating back at least getting to 2 months now.
Because so De Bruyne is not the De Bruyne
we used to know his element.
Okay. So that has also caused Erling
Haaland's tally, okay. The depreciation of Haaland goes tally. But in this game, the first game that they played, you could see that Leipzig had something good when they were practicing because you could know they were blocking the likes of Bernardo Silva. So in the game, Bernardo Silva was falling deep to get the balls in the midfield, trying to locate Haaland, okay. But they were not giving him that spaces in the midfield for him to get the ball because Bernardo Silva is one particular player. Aside Jack Grealish, he's able to take the balls from the midfield, try and distribute it to his teammates. But in this game, I think Man City in the first 30 minutes they will try and get a goal when on Leipzig for them to come out. That's the plan of strategy.
But I don't buy your idea of making this game so easy for City. I don't know why. So I don't think it's going to be easy at all because looking at the way Leipzig approached the game in the second half, I mean everything shows clearly that they have a plan. They had a strategy. It worked perfectly for them. And they are coming once again. The same team, the same style, only that Nkunku is not going to play. But you're making it look easy for City.
Yes, it seems, even on Saturday we had a chance. Yeah. I told you about the Crystal Palace game against Manchester. I told you, Crystal Palace is a difficult side for Manchester City to break down. Because if you look at their meetings, right, even in the first round of the Premier League, they scored 2 at Etihad before City came back in the second half to win by 4-2. Okay. And even at the Selhurst Park just last weekend, they were defending very, 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 like they were not allowing spaces for Manchester City up front. When you are playing against City at Etihad, what you have to do is that you have to use the low block system, prevent City from getting the ball into your box and try to make sure you frustrate them today. But looking at Leipzig, how they play, they will open up trying to get a goal and sitting back. That's when it will cause them because City will try to apply pressure. They will make sure they will attack from all angles, and you can't defend an Etihad for 90 minutes without conceding a goal. Definitely, you make one mistake. That's when City will get their goal.
Okay, so there's no way Leipzig is going to keep a clean sheet at Etihad.
Yes, Etihad. And they have to put the game beyond them from qualifying into the next round.
Okay,
but Leipzig is a very good side. Yeah. They have attackers that who on the normal day.
Kylian
you can talk about Christopher Nkunku.
Yeah.
You can talk about
Emil Forsberg.
Dominic Szoboszlai is another fantastic midfielder. You can't count him out. And these guys on a normal day too, City backline of late, they don't keep clean sheets. Even against Bournemouth last 2 weeks in the Premier League, they consider that a goal against Bournemouth. And if Leipzig are able to keep their tabs, make sure when they get the ball up front, they will not waste most of their chance. I think Nkunku or Emil Forsberg can get a goal out of nothing. Because
I don't think Nkunku is available today.
Yeah. But looking at how City, Manu Akanji, the likes of John Stones, their partnership at the back, if you are able to make sure you press them hard, make sure when you get your counter attacks, you run at them.
Your defensive back line is not good, but you are saying you keep clean sheet.
No, I'm not saying you are keeping clean sheet, but I said it will be an easy game.
Bennett?
Yeah, I'm confident. Okay. For Guardiola and his guys, these are one-off games that they did.
So Leipzig will be easy for City.
It will be easy. I expect City to score 3+ goals against Leipzig.
3+ goals?
3+.
Okay.
At least the number of goals City will score against Leipzig will be 3+.
Okay, so Benedict is going in for Manchester City, a win and to qualify to the next stage of the competition. Inter Milan won the first leg at the Giuseppe Meazza 1-0. Romelu Lukaku. Today at the Estadio do Dragao, FC Porto, Sergio Conceição and his guys are ready. Mehdi Taremi, Zaid Sanusi, Keplé Lima, Ferreira Pepe. 19 seasons in the UEFA Champions League for Pepe. He has won it all with Real Madrid and he's here again with FC Porto. And today they take on Inter Milan at the Dragao. 1-0 goal aggregate. Bene, you've always been saying FC Porto, definitely they will score today. Definitely they will score. There is no way Inter Milan are going to keep a clean sheet today. Yeah. Are they going to qualify?
Yeah, the reason why I kept lamenting or stressing on Porto getting a goal at the Stadio Dragao because when you look at Sergio Conceição, since he joined Porto, you look at how he set up his team. Even when in 2020-21 season they met Juventus, and they were able to look at Juventus. They came away to the Turin Stadium with 10 men or 1 man down. They were able to travel the game to extra time. When unfortunately they scored and eliminated Juventus in extra time.
I think that was Sergio Oliveira.
Yes, Sergio Oliveira free kick. Yes. So coming to this game, Sergio Conceição will set up his team that they know it's just a 1-0 win, and any 1-0 win that will. Like Porto will get
any +1 win,
will travel the game to extra time. And I think one of the things that will cause Sergio Conceição's guys tonight, if they don't qualify, is their indisciplinary record. Because if you look at one of the most indisciplinary teams in this Champions League is FC Porto. 22 yellow cards, 2 red cards. Their first red card came against Bayer Leverkusen at the B Arena. That was on match day 4. And their second red card in this Champions League came if you look at what he went to do. They were in the game until Otavio got a red card. And that destabilized the team, and they considered the last minute's goal when you look at, as we say, Lukaku scored. But today, you know how Porto they used to play at the Dragao. When they know that this side is a good attacking side, they know they will defensively hold your back, make sure they hold their back line, and it's a 1+1 goal deficit. So in case they can just manage the game to a first half draw, late in the second half they'll try and get a goal, equalizing the tie. And maybe if you lose concentration, you are not able to hold the concentration on your back line to the full, they will just get another goal in the time moment of the game, and maybe that's what might qualify Porto to the next round of the competition. Because the one thing I like about this Porto team is that their defensive solidity at the back is very, very good. That's why they concede more yellow cards, because they won't allow you to send the ball into their box. And look at this Inter Milan team under Simone Inzaghi. Just the last time they played this year on Friday, they conceded 2 goals against PSG. 2 goals. Like after they got the equalizer, PSG came back stronger in the dying moment. I think 7 minutes of time. So if Porto is able to, if Porto is or like sometimes I say coaching is more about videos. When you look at your position, you just analyze it. You know that this is their short force of what I'm going to, or the opponents I'm going to meet. These are their strength. So if you know Inter Milan, their back line is shaky. Because if you see the game that they play in their group stages, they were conceding goals. Yes, so you can't count on or bank on them that they will keep a clean sheet. Looking at how Madrid Taremi he scores on daily or on normal basis whenever Porto plays at 200 Dragao in the Champions League, I think it will be a difficult game for Inter Milan. I take that game to enter extra time, and possibly maybe it can move to penalties. Because it's not a game that will be settled on 90 minutes. I think Porto will get a 1-0 win and the game will travel to extra time. Looking at how I was saying earlier, if Porto are able to get an early goal, they will try and hold their backline compact to prevent Inter Milan from scoring a goal. And I think if it ends in a 1-0, then it is a 1-1 aggregate to travel to extra time. But if I'm taking my left out, I think Porto will definitely get the qualification to the next round.
Inter Milan cannot qualify.
I don't.
Okay. We all wait to see what happens this evening. 8 p.m. is the kickoff time. UEFA Champions League night. Tomorrow, another day for Liverpool.
When you're talking about Liverpool,
no. Listen. I said tomorrow is another day for Liverpool. Tomorrow is another day for them. They'll be facing Real Madrid. We see. They've been a couple of times. Like City, Liverpool, they've been doing it for 3-0, 4-0. The best comeback they say in the UEFA Champions League final, the miracle of Istanbul. Liverpool are known for comebacks, so maybe we'll be in for another surprising comeback at Bernabeu. We all hope to see, like, all the Liverpool fans are waiting for something extraordinary tomorrow against Real Madrid. But we still give them there.
But you know when you are talking about this time clubs, or you are talking about this time, it's about Liverpool against one of the best club in the
So
UEFA
nothing will
Champions.
happen.
Nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen.
It will be another win for Real Madrid.
No way.
The reason why I'm saying that Liverpool away games even in the Premier League is not going well, and even in the Champions League. On match day one, you remember they went to the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona, and nobody, yes, they considered 4. And I keep saying that coaching is about videos. Yeah. Real Madrid is going to pick that videos of how Napoli was able to exploit Liverpool defense, that they were able to put 4 goals at the back of the net of Liverpool. But
right now, I don't think Madrid need videos anymore because they scored 5 in the first leg. So, I mean, talking about how to score against Liverpool, maybe Manchester United will how to score against.
You already have the videos. We have videos that you have beaten Liverpool. But whatever you make them, that videos, I don't know whether you put it to play.
Eric Tenga, Boga, he needs to get how to beat or how to score against Liverpool. Yes, how to score against Liverpool. Because for Carlo Ancelotti, he scored 5 against them in the first
You
leg.
see, Liverpool fans are talking about a comeback, and those particular teams that Liverpool will do a comeback against Barcelona. You said after they lost 3-0 to Barcelona, they came back to revert the scoreline with a 4-0 against AC Milan. They did it at Istanbul in the final. But this time around, this is Real Madrid. And the last time Liverpool won a knockout tie against Real Madrid was way back in 2010 when Benitez was in charge of Liverpool. Fernando Torres, the likes of Andres Lucena, and the likes.
Like, do you know the player I remember the most in that game? UC Benayoun.
Yeah. This we were even at the Santiago when they went to win that game by 1-0. Who was who was the guy who made the difference? Who made the difference for Liverpool that night? But this time around, you look at Karim Benzema, look at Vinicius Jr. They are hungry for success. There's one thing about Real Madrid that I want to say today that people, our viewers, have to take note of them. That Real Madrid, they are the most winners of this competition that we are playing. The ones
glamorous.
Yes, when it comes to the competition, they know how to play than every other club in Europe. And they've been through tough times. Last season, for instance, they were doing comebacks,
against PSG, against City.
Yes, and even
against Chelsea.
They won their first leg and Chelsea came back stronger, and they killed the game. But look at the final game. The final game against Liverpool. Even that Liverpool squad is better than this Liverpool squad. Do you know why I'm saying that? Because that time they had Sadio Mane, they had Luis Diaz, they had Mohamed Salah, they had Roberto Firmino, they had Diego Jota. They have 5 attackers, but they couldn't score a single goal against Real Madrid. It shows you how this.
But they have Cody Gakpo and Down University.
Since Cody Gakpo joined Liverpool, he has been scoring goals, but he's not up to the task. You can't.
He scored 2 against United. For Christ's sake, he scored 2.
This is Real Madrid. That's United. This is Real Madrid.
So Manchester United is not at the pedigree of Real Madrid. What are you talking about?
Real Madrid are 14-time champions, and that's the crown that we have to give to.
Cody Gakpo scored 2 against Eric Ten Hag.
You see, Real Madrid have been beating. That's what they have been beating teams who are tougher away. The last time they went, their third time they were doing the back to back. They defeated Juventus.
Okay.
They limited Bayern Munich. These are teams that you can't escape. If you want to win the trophy, you can't escape them. You have to meet them along the way to be able to win the trophy. But you, Man United right now, where you are right now, if you are able to put you through the knockout stage and you meet Bayern Munich, how the scoreline will be. It will be another tragic scoreline. You know yourself. You shouldn't even deliberate on that.
The United fans are watching. I rest my case.
So as I was saying, Real Madrid, for instance, they've lost the La Liga title. Barcelona are on the rampage. It's very difficult for them to cut the line at the top.
We'll come to that.
And I'm saying even in the Copa del Rey, they have a 1 goal deficit when they play against Barcelona. The Santiago Bernabeu, they have a return leg to play. So it's 50-50 that maybe they might even win that game to meet Barcelona. And right now, their only championship that they have at the moment is the UEFA Champions League. So they will put more concentration on the UEFA Champions League. They'll make sure that they will play the Champions League as if they have 0 titles.
Okay.
That's where it will become a difficult task for the other teams to eliminate Real Madrid.
Okay.
So that's when I say it will be impossible for Liverpool to at least go and upset Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. And
no upset.
There's no upset. And even if there's something to happen, I think still Madrid will go on to win the game, and Benzema is likely to score in that game.
Okay, we'll come for your predictions later. Eintracht Frankfurt as against Napoli. The first leg 2-0.
The first leg I tipped Frankfurt. I take my man Kolomwani to score, but he got a red card. And in that game, Frankfurt, I was expecting them to do better, but when you see Napoli,
they are not there yet.
Oh, but
clearly in the first leg, everything showed that they are not there yet.
When Frankfurt used to have the likes of when they had Andre Silva, when they had that combination, Luka Jovic, when they had Sebastian Haller,
Philip
Kostic, where they were up to the task when they came to Europe. Even they were in the quarterfinal of the Europa League. And right now, looking at the material that they have Daichi Kamada, they have Kolomwani, they are fine about this league. But when they come to the Champions League, they have people. You look at Napoli, for instance. Since Luciano Spalletti joined, how he have been able to combine the squad together. Look at Kvaratskhelia and Vito Osimhen. They are fine. They are the duos who are now. When you talk about Watford currently, they are bringing the numbers up. Apart from Benzema and Vinicius Jr., can talk about these two who are even finding the international. But this game, I don't think Frankfurt can go to the Stadio Santiago Bernabeu to assist Napoli. I think if the worst thing would be Napoli will be a draw, and I think Napoli will sail to the next year competition. After Napoli or Benfica, one of these teams to be an underdog, because seasons back we had the likes of Villarreal last year. Nobody gave Villarreal a dog chance. Unai Emery's Villarreal. Okay. They went there, they met Bayern Munich in the semi-final, quarter-final. They lose Bayern Munich, but when they met Liverpool, that's the standard. Okay. They couldn't match Liverpool because when you talk about Liverpool and Villarreal, there's a vast difference because look at the squad wise and the experience on how even comparing the two teams, and Liverpool knocked them out and they came back. So I think Napoli are on the verge and Benfica, they are the two teams that I can take that they'll be underdogs. And if you are a top team, you are going to beat these teams, you have to be very, very careful because you don't underrate these teams. They have the talent and they have the.
We have 4 teams already in the quarterfinals. The Chelsea are there, and Benfica are there already, and definitely today we are going to have another 2, and tomorrow. So possibly Real Madrid and Napoli are going through to the knockout stage, to the
Manchester City is going through
quarterfinal stage. Man City is going through.
I'm confident.
Man City is going through. Plus FC Porto.
FC Porto is 50-50, but I think them to go through. But it will not be an easy game.
Okay.
They'll go through, but they have to do their best. They have to put in more effort because Inter Milan it too is an scoring fish try because you can't have the likes of Lautaro Martinez and Lukaku up front and you don't expect them to score. Okay. So once we are attacking to score a goal, you have to also make sure you keep a compact backline to prevent Inter Milan from scoring, so that the aggregate can be 1-1. You can just pull the game to extra time and probably you can win the game in an extra time.
Okay.
So that's
so Bene, for today and tomorrow you have FC Porto, Man City, Napoli, and Real Madrid. Yeah. Okay. I'm going for Real Madrid, Napoli, Inter Milan, and RB Leipzig to qualify to the next stage. Yes, RB Leipzig. I'm trusting Marco Rose and the guys.
Yeah, I think we are trusting Marco Rose.
Oh yes, I'm trusting them.
I'm sure in the first half, the trust will vanish.
The trust.
You even have that confidence that they can even make it. That trust, you throw that trust away. Trust me.
No,
yeah, I know.
But we watched the first leg together.
Yes.
The first half was for City, and the second half was for Leipzig. So why would my trust vanish in the first half?
Because City, I trust City to score at least a goal in the first half. And
at least a goal. They scored a goal in the first leg. In the first half.
In the first
and
half.
What happened?
When City gets a goal in the first half, in the second half, Marco has to change. He has to be an extra attacker. Like
okay, fine.
To put all out and
talk for Guardiola. Don't talk for Marco Rose. Talk for Guardiola. Don't talk for Marco Rose. You know what we'll do. We have our strategy. We had our plan. It worked, and we are coming with another plan. It will definitely work. So me, I'm going for Leipzig. I'm going for Inter Milan to qualify at the expense of FC Porto. Then tomorrow, there is no way for Liverpool. They should go away with their 7-0. There is no way they are qualifying.
I can share your pain.
Come on. Listen. If it was to be Man United in this same position, no Liverpool fan will wish United to go and qualify to do miracle. Nobody. None of them.
Yes, but
no Liverpool fan. None of them. Not Debra. Not Sako the Swanky that I know. None of them will wish United will.
But seasons back, when United played against Paris Saint-Germain, when Paris Saint-Germain came to the Old Trafford to beat United,
Yeah,
nobody gave.
I think that was 2-0 or 2-1.
Yeah, 2-0. I think 2-0.
We won 3-1 in
We won 3-1 in the second leg, and it took United to the next World Cup. Nobody gave United a chance. After even when they, at their own backyard, when PSG came to beat.
Wait, Tai Chong, add that one. Tai Chong and a teenager, Messi Jr. Yeah,
Okay.
PSG didn't qualify, but it's not Manchester United. It's Liverpool against.
But the game will be a very like it won't be a game that I think Liverpool will do a comeback or it will be a miracle. I think the Real Madrid on the way they will like they have rehearsed and they will come with the same approach as they did in the second. And you know, in the first leg when you watch the game, the first 15 minutes of the game, they were attacking Liverpool, attacking to the right hand where Salah was, where Alaba was. So when Alaba came out of the game through an injury, when Nacho came on, Nacho was placed or was pushed forward, and this guy Rudiger came to where, so they blocked that channel of attack from Liverpool. That's when they came to capture the midfield, and Vinicius Junior started drawing back deep to get them off the ball. So that's the same approach that they used in the second, because they are telling us that Konate is back, and you saw Konate against Vinicius in the final. But I think if Konate is back, Vinicius, this guy Alexander Arnold is going to run forward. He's not going to stand and make sure you want to face Vinicius 1v1. That will be the problem. That hole or that spaces that Liverpool is going to leave at the right hand side of their defense. That's what's going to cause them problem. And you know, Madrid, if they are doing at least 5 attacks or 10 attacks, 5 of them is true where Vinicius Junior is. Okay. So you have to block that hole, and blocking that hole is the problem for Liverpool. And I know Vinicius tomorrow he will get either an assist or at least he will try and get a goal, because he is the main focus whenever they are playing. He is the main channel through which Madrid attack to their final third.
Okay, so that's for the UEFA Champions League. Today, Man City takes on RB Leipzig and Inter Milan with FC Porto at the Dragao. Tomorrow, Liverpool with Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, and Frankfurt takes on Napoli at the Estadio Diego Armando Maradona. And Benedict is saying Manchester City will qualify, and what's the other team? FC Porto will also qualify. And Real Madrid and Napoli qualified to the stage, I think otherwise. So let's move on. Let's talk about the leagues. Over the weekend, Arsenal won 3-0 against Fulham. Napoli won 2-0 against Atalanta, a difficult fixture. And Bayern Munich won 5-2 against Augsburg. Paris Saint-Germain won. All the top 5 European leagues, all the top teams, they won their games. And FC Barcelona won a difficult game at the San Mamés Barrier against Athletic Bilbao. Are they winning? And these 5 clubs, are they winning? Napoli, Arsenal, Barcelona, PSG, and Bayern Munich, are they winning?
If you look at our stats from Germany, now look at Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund, they were doing good under Terzic. They were doing good. They've retained their defense compatibility. They were winning games and they were even keeping clean sheets. Since a few weeks now, since I think a day because an injury in the first league, in their game that they played in the Bundesliga, it has not been the Dortmund that we know. But in the last game against Schalke 04 is a bottom.
But Schalke 04 were drawing games. They were not losing games.
They were not losing games. But if you want to win the league, you want to challenge Bayern Munich for the title, you don't draw games against Schalke 04.
And it's a derby too. It's the Revier derby. I mean, a crucial game, of course.
Do you believe if Bayern Munich are in the second position, they are beating Schalke 04, it will be very difficult.
Bayern and Schalke
have that character.
And Bayern, Schalke and Dortmund is a different ballgame.
But you know, even it is Bayern Munich against Dortmund, and it is something like the 3 points will carry the Bundesliga title, I bet my last point Dortmund cannot be Bayern Munich.
Okay.
Even if it is at the signal Iduna Park, Bayern Munich will strive out and get the results. That's when championship side mentality is. Because you know, Dortmund, I was fancy them because where they were at the start of the league, they were 7th, but they won continuously for at least 6 or 7 games, and they came into the first position to unseat Union Berlin, who were gradually doing good before we came to 2023. But Union Berlin since when we came to 2023, they have obstacles. They've been drawing games, they've been losing games against Liverpool, games that you expect that they should be winning. And I think one drawback for Union Berlin is that their Europe exploits. They are not able to combine the European games.
They are concentrating on the European games.
Bundesliga as well. Yeah, so it seems like there's fatigue when they play Thursday night football. They have to play on Sunday again. That's the fatigue that they're going through. It's not helping them, or it's not helping the team winning, and it's drawing them back. But I think of all what I've seen, Bayern Munich will still want to win their title because the quality that Bayern Munich have. Look at what they did against Werder Bremen. Werder Bremen after the game, they came to Twitter, and what you know the banter that they did? They told PSG that they were able to score 3 against Bayern. But PSG who had Neymar,
it was Augsburg.
PSG who had Neymar, Messi. They weren't getting the football. They couldn't score 1.
But they scored 3.
They scored 3. Yes, 90
against Bayern.
Yes.
Okay.
It shows you how they value that goal. But it's like a normal banter. But you know, Bayern Munich, looking at the past seasons, they were relying on Lewandowski.
Yeah.
But right now, if you can't tell me a single particular Bayern Munich player who you want to mark, because up front they have Lorisani. On a normal day he can score. You have Thomas Müller. On a normal day he can assist and score. Choupo-Moting have been scoring. He also has been assisting goals. Serge Gnabry have been coming off the bench. And Sadio Mane is passed. So the Bayern Munich front line is very, very ruthless. On a normal day, if you don't take your time and you want to attack against Bayern Munich, they will destroy you. They will tear you apart. And looking at their defensive setup right now, since that's one Kano, he joined from RB Leipzig. Since Matthias de Ligt, my man, who joined from Juventus, you know, they have been keeping their backline compact. Though they are star players, some of their backline, Lucas Hernandez is out for a while now, but they are combining their partnership for them to be still win the league. And I think ultimately be equal. By the time they will end the 34-game run, I think Bayern Munich will still be the winners of the Bundesliga. Okay. That will be, I think, the 10th time. Yeah.
But that's for the Bundesliga.
For the Bundesliga.
Okay.
For the French League One, you know, Paris Saint-Germain will be dominating. They have been dominating. If you look at the material that they have, the quality of players they have, the likes of Marcel are trying their best. And they like even Marcel, just last weekend, somebody who is on the chase on Paris Saint-Germain, you were leading by 2 goals to them just to get a red card. Strasbourg came back stronger to draw.
What do you think they do? I think 2 minutes.
If you want to win the French League One, this kind of performances doesn't win the difference. Like, if you talk about seasons back when Leo was winning, wherever it was I think it was a 2 points or 3 point game between Leo and Paris Saint-Germain. That was, I think, last 2 seasons.
Okay.
Whenever Paris Saint-Germain wins, Leo also try and win their game. It was like a tussle between the 2 teams. And after the 38th match days, Leo was crowned champion because of their consistency that they've been proving in the league. And we look at how Marcel initially when they were closing the gap until Paris Saint-Germain missed them at home and they defeated them by 3 goals. I think Paris Saint-Germain will go all the way to take the league to at least appease their fans after when they thought of bringing Messi. Messi was their savior to win the Champions League. Messi have come in and they still have not bypassed to
round of 16
to reach the semi-final. And I think
Real Madrid eliminated them at round of 16.
Round of 16, yeah.
Then Bayern did it.
Round of 16.
Okay.
So I think
since Messi joined Paris Saint-Germain, they've not gone beyond
the round of 16.
Okay.
That nobody can convince me that they brought Messi to win the French League One. They brought Messi to win the experience to help Mbappé and Neymar at least to reach that level. Because Mbappé and Neymar alone in 2020-2021 they went to the final against Bayern Munich, which they lost by a long goal. Okay. So with the combination of Messi, I think to push the PSG squad a bit and look at what is happening. So I think the French League One, winning the French League One, it will appease their fans and it will be good for them.
Okay.
And for the Premier League too, that's one thing that I would like to take a look at it again, because you know Arsenal are playing, they are doing their best, because if you are behind, or if a team like Manchester City, which is a class A team, is behind you, you don't have to make errors. You have no room for error. Already the head-to-head against Arsenal and Manchester City, Manchester City have been able to beat Arsenal 3-1. Okay. That's the first game Arsenal lost this year at the Emirates Stadium in the Premier League, and they will travel back to the Etihad Stadium. And at the moment, the point gap between Manchester City and Arsenal is 5 points. Now, so you have to make sure that you don't make too much room for error. You know, the last time they played against Bournemouth, Arsenal were striving to get their winning goal because they knew what was coming. You knew Manchester City will be winning at Bournemouth, so they don't have to drop the points. If they draw, it will cast the points down and it will put more pressure on Arteta, concentrating on the Europa League and playing the league game as well. But for Manchester City, they still want to at least try and grab a league title. That would be a threat on the road for Pep. And I think Arsenal have to maintain their consistency, try and win games week in, week out. And I think if only Arsenal can maintain that consistency, I will take them winning the league. But if you are going to draw,
do you think they can?
They can win the league. I think they can win. They can win the game because they are putting in more effort. And if you know the likes of when even Partey was not in their squad, people were saying, I'm talking about Partey, absence of Partey have been making that's actually have not been clicking without Thomas Partey. But since the absence of Thomas Partey and even Gabriel Jesus, who had an injury in November in the World Cup, they have been coping without these guys and they have been winning games through thick and thin. And I think whilst Jesus is available for selection in their next game and Partey too is fit and he'll be playing, I think if they maintain the consistency to the level, they will win the Premier League for the first time. I think in 15 or
since 2004.
Yes.
Okay. So Arsenal is going to win the league.
Yeah, the Premier League.
Okay. So we are down with Germany, France, and England. Let's go to it.
For this year, I think it's an deal. The teams
18 point gap. 18 points.
It will be very difficult for I think Inter or AC or Roma to catch up with Napoli because Napoli they've done excellently a very good job. And this is that's why I was tipping Napoli to at least break their water because there will not be more pressure on them considering on those who are now believe them on the table because right now they have 18 point gap. So it will give them that briefing space whenever they want to at least try and do a rotation in their squad. It will give them that briefing space because you know they are 18 point gap. And even when they are playing or with their bench squad, they'll be able to win games. And even when they give Victor Osimhen, the Kvaratskhelia and other Kim Min-jae the chance to rest on the bench, considering on the Champions League, I think there's teams beneath them will never catch up. But you look at the talents you are this season, unlike last season where Milan, AC Milan, Inter Milan were competing for the title. This one will be an easy one for Napoli, and I think they will go to the title.
Okay. La Liga
to I think
it's a done deal for
Barcelona. Barcelona will win the title. It's very difficult for Madrid to catch up. Though Madrid doesn't give up in games like this, but they will keep winning. Barcelona will keep winning because if you check the games that Real Madrid, the day that Real Madrid drew the game, they drew the last 2 weekends.
They played against Atletico.
They drew. That the same day, Barcelona lost to Almeria. Yeah. And the following weekend, Madrid they won against Espanyol. Barcelona won as well.
Yeah, against Bilbao.
Yes. So if you keep winning, they'll keep winning because they know you. If you have a team like Madrid beneath you, you don't flounder to make mistakes because they'll catch up in no time. I think Barcelona will go on to win the title.
Okay,
something good for them.
So the current league leaders are going to win it. The top 5 European leagues. The current league leaders are going to win. Okay, so Arsenal for the Premier League, La Liga for Barcelona, and Napoli will win the Italian Calcio Serie A. Then Bayern Munich will win the German Bundesliga. Paris Saint-Germain will win the French League.
What's Manchester United winning this season?
Man United, we've won the Carabao Cup already, and we are on course to win the FA Cup, which we'll definitely win, and we will also win the UEFA Europa League, and possibly we can still win the league. We are still in contention for the league title, so don't count us out.
I like
it. Is not yet done.
I like your confidence.
It is not yet done. We've seen this before. We can do it. We've done it before. So we are as of now, we are the only team that can win 4 trophies this season. We have done one already. The Carabao Cup was an easy win against Newcastle. Come on,
these were the same trophies that teams are winning, and they say it is
listen.
But when Manchester United wins, it can't be a trophy.
Listen. You should understand. United will be through a lot. We've been through the Jose Mourinho era. We've been through the Yesui era. We've been through that part. Michael Carrick came through, Ralf Rangnick. I mean, everything. At least United fans can feel that there is something good going on. The man is cooking something. So the man is preparing something.
Winning Carabao Cup is
yes. You see, like Ten Hag is like a chef. He's like a chef.
So he's cooking.
Yes, he's cooking. Then the Carabao Cup is just like Ocheko Kwame and Japan Nuanza. So for the bigger team that's yet to come. The man is cooking. The main dish is on fire. This is just some dessert, some startup. Like the Carabao Cup is like a startup. I mean, Fapo Keke. That's the Carabao Cup. So
But to my understanding, you are certain that in 2 or 3 seasons to come, you should be expecting United to win the Premier League.
United will be competing for the Champions League next season.
Yes.
United will be competing very, very strongly for the Premier League next season. So, I mean, what do you expect? But are you not seeing the changes?
No, definitely. I'm seeing some changes in it.
Oh, yes!
But as to how
there's been look at Luke Shaw right now. Look at United defense right now. Fine, we are conceding goals, but look at Manchester United set up right now.
We are scoring.
Look at the team.
We are scoring plus goals.
We are scoring. Listen. One thing that's certain, aside there, is Rashford scoring. So what do you expect?
But he didn't score against Southampton. Southampton is a bottom. It's one of the bottom side teams.
But he has been scoring. He has been scoring
against Southampton.
And it is certain that Rashford will score. You've been staking all every day Rashford to score. Every day Rashford to score. You've been staking every day Rashford to score.
Well,
and you are saying
once you say we are on course to win the FA Cup.
We are on course to win the FA Cup.
We live to see.
Fulham will chop 19th match. They will Fulham. I mean, that will be the
same thing you said about Manchester United with Liverpool game. Same thing you said about
Liverpool and United is a different ball game together. Everybody understands. What are you trying to say?
7-0.
Liverpool is not Fulham.
7-0.
Fulham is not 7-0. United won 8-2 against Arsenal.
No, 7-0. I'm talking about the rivals.
We scored 8 against Arsenal. I mean, United against Liverpool, we didn't have any penalty.
This year.
Arsenal had a penalty that day. David De Gea saved that penalty.
This year.
I mean, come on. We've seen
You've considered 6 against City as 3. You don't want to talk about that. So, right now, you're telling me that your stability in all the departments of field of play is
Benedict. What do you expect United fans to do? What do you fine? Tell me. What do you expect?
Yes, you have to at least try and hold on for something.
Hold on for what?
No. You have people who are trying to.
When they were trolling us all over the places, nobody told us to hold on.
Oh, for the trolling, it's normal. I will show you.
Yes. So when we are enjoying small, what do you expect?
Enjoyment is Carabao Cup. How can you enjoy Carabao Cup? Enjoyment.
Okay, so as I said earlier, the main chef, ETH. Yes, the bald sexy man. Burger. He is cooking. The main dish is on fire. This is just a starter. You see, Man United will be back next season. We'll win the league, we'll win the Champions League. Then we'll go on to win the FIFA Club World Cup, then win the European Super Cup, and win the Community Shield, and win every trophy. We are ready. You'll see this. Let's talk about Paris Saint-Germain, then we end the show. Neymar said yesterday that he's not leaving. He wants to fulfill his contract, and the contract ends in 2027. Paris Saint-Germain want to offload at least one of them. Right now, Neymar is not leaving. Mbappé, 12 months on contract. Lionel Messi, the same issue. Who is leaving?
I think
who should leave?
Right from the sources that I got probably before the show, he said Messi's father was captured in Saudi Arabia, wanting to finalize the move for Messi to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
And I think if it's something good for them, I think it should be Messi. It should be Messi.
Messi should leave.
Yeah, he should leave because the way, look at how things have gone. You said it earlier on, just a few minutes ago, that he joined PSG because he wanted to win or try a challenge with PSG. And since he joined PSG, their best ever run is to finish in the round of 16, and it's not something good for Paris Saint-Germain. I think if he leaves for the money in Saudi Arabia, it will be something good for. With the rivalry in between him and Ronaldo, I think it's very good for the Arabian League, and it will have the peace of mind, because people are still comparing that since you left Barcelona to join Paris Saint-Germain, you've not seen the impact that you've made in Paris. I mean, I agree to that since he joined Paris Saint-Germain, whatever they are winning, they were winning before he joined. Okay, and there's no difference of him joining. Even Mbappé and Neymar alone were able to send the team to the final, which they lost again by Bayern Munich. So him joining has never made any difference for the PSG side. I think he has to leave and try and give the way for players like Marcus Rashford to join Paris Saint-Germain. You wouldn't be happy by that.
Who to join where? What do you mean?
Marcus Rashford to join
Rashford? Come on. Rashford, Ballon d'Or, in no time. So Rashford is not going anywhere. Rashford is staying. Our number 10 is not going anywhere. He's staying at Old Trafford. So that was just by the way. So as Messi should.
Oh yeah, Messi.
Okay.
Messi should actually try and grab the money from the Arabian League. It will be good for him, for himself as well, because if you keep staying in the Champions League, trying to equalize Ronaldo's knockout goals and the goals that Ronaldo has for the Champions, you can't do that. Even prior to the season, I told somebody that Messi cannot score that number of goals to at least.
But people were scared that Ronaldo is leaving. And when the group stage draw came, Maccabi Haifa, Messi will score like 10 goals against Maccabi Haifa and overtake Ronaldo.
It will be very difficult because Messi has come of age, and the Messi in 2010-12, right, whilst he was performing, that he was beating team Barcelona were at their peak. You can't compare this same Messi, and you know his form of late has taped. You could see people are even making a banter of him that when he came to Paris Saint-Germain, it's easy for him to see him score against Rennes, score against the top class teams, Troyes and mid-table teams, Ajaccio and Nantes and other stuff. So I think it will be better for him to try the Arabian League, to go for the money, and it will be something good for him, because if you reunite your competitiveness with Ronaldo, and you know if Ronaldo is at Al Nassr, Messi is at Al Hilal, it will bring the Arabian League to that level, and people will be following. And even marketing-wise too, it will bring more attention to the Arabian League as before. So I think it will be good for him. Then PSG, if Messi is leaving too, they have to get a replacement. And the reason why I said Rashford is that since about 2 seasons ago, there's one particular player that it was coming to the news that PSG were keen on signing him.
And that was
Rashford, yes. And I think they are still keeping tabs on Rashford, knowing that maybe they want to bring the guy to the Paris Saint-Germain or the Parisian club. And it's either two way. If they don't get Rashford, they might go for Ousmane Dembele from FC Barcelona, because Dembele too is a very.
What about Mohamed Salah?
Mohamed Salah, I don't think Paris Saint-Germain will bring him. But it can be possible. But I think Dembele, being a French guy and looking at how he wants to reunite with Kylian Mbappé as they used to do in the French national team, I think he will join Paris Saint-Germain over in the summer.
Okay, so we'll wrap up and end the show here. Today, UEFA Champions League, as I said earlier, 2 games. At the Estadio de Dragao, FC Porto will be taking on Inter Milan. We'll see who qualifies to the next level of competition. And Man City will be taking on RB Leipzig at the Etihad Sports Stadium. Tomorrow, Real Madrid will welcome Liverpool at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. And Napoli will take on Eintracht Frankfurt at the Estadio Diego Armando Maradona. This has been a Sports Mashup show. My name is Leslie Amachia Jaman, the Sports General, aka Uchaga, with my man Benedict Achire Yeboah, BOY. We are live on YouTube, BK Studio. Just as always, please again, you hit on the subscribe button, the bell, the bell, ring the bell. But I don't know, so that when we drop any video, you'll be notified, so that you go, you watch, you share, you comment, then we move on. So thank you for being part of the show. Same time next week, we'll meet.